through what we've been doing for the last 20 years. Uh, 20 years back, there was not much talk about green or environment, but there was a small group of us led by this architect in Trivandrum, Laurie Baker, who believed that even at that time there was a need for building sensitively. And he was actually inspired by Gandhi. He met Gandhi and Gandhi told him, go and look in our villages in India and see how people build. And he said, in India, in the villages, people don't go very far to get their material. So that kind of inspired Baker, and he came back to India in this quest for architecture. Actually, he lived here in Uttaranchal, in somewhere near Pittorgarh for many years, beginning of his life. And then he moved to the south. So I'll just go through our journey. We've kind of had a very strange journey in architecture. I came out of architecture college and realized that I did not know much about building. Architecture college talks about design, talks about techniques, talks about construction material, but doesn't give you any practical knowledge of how people build. So our initial years was mainly spent in trying to learn how to build. And to do that, we had to break away from the conventional mode of building, that is building normally with using contractors or building using people who are actually skilled in building. We had to break down each and every component of building and actually go and learn it from the craftsman. And that was a great discovery. We kind of learned a lot of things in that process. Laurie Baker was actually a man who was always on the field and hands-on. This is some of the basic philosophy and the dream that we had in the beginning. There's a set of principles which was written down about 15 years back, and some of them are a lot of relevance today. We really believe in all this throughout our career. I still see there are a lot of gaps in this, and when I read this now, I realize that there is not much talk about water. And 15 years back, water was such a big issue. Today, that's become a kind of primary issue. So I'll go through some of my work and then I'll summarize with the philosophy. The process for us is very important. As I said, the whole design, build, actually not very common in India. We all practice as architects and then we get our buildings built by contractors. We went more the American design build way, where we formed a company as like a corporate body and then worked to deliver the entire process. In a small scale, more to demonstrate that actually you can innovate a lot if you do the entire thing yourself. This is again something which we really believe in, that architecture is all about experiencing spaces, and experience is an experience quality that we want to bring out. It's not about a lot of technology, or it's not about product, it's not about what you see. It's actually what you feel that is more important than what you see. So the emotional aspect of architecture is what we try to touch upon. Residential buildings, this is how every architect starts. They start building houses. And there's a lot of learning in that. We've learned a lot from building. We've built almost 1,000 houses in the last 20 years. And in various places, different climates, different situations, using different materials. You learn a lot from building. It's a small scale and you can afford to make mistakes and learn from your mistakes. So I'll just go through a few houses that we've done, mostly in Bangalore. This is one such house. It's on the outskirts of Bangalore, a place called Hosur. Very simple plan. I'll show you. Yeah. Very simple square plan with the courtyard. And it's a double height space here, and then you go upstairs and there's just one room. This is all double height spaces. Go inside, yeah, you can see the double height space. So under one single roof, we are able to kind of create space so that the house is connected from within. So there are a lot of technical things in this house. For example, this wood is all coconut wood. We did a lot of experiment with this line. I'm just trying to tell you that simple architectural style, you can do a lot of things. This again, we tried different materials. There's two kinds of stone. This red stone is called laterite. It's available in the coast of India. And the grey one is granite. It's a combination of all these chhajjas are all stone. This is another house, a very unique plan where we've take the function of a house and broken up into various parts. So, for example, you enter here, you enter straight into a courtyard. This is the dining and kitchen. This is the garage and a small study. This is the main living space, and the master bedroom is above this. These are children's bedrooms. These are the guest bedroom. So each part of the house is kind of separately lockable or separately used. It's kind of a house or many houses within one house, sort of like a village concept. We use very basic materials. This is all mud, plaster walls, country tiles. This is another example of a simple courtyard house around an oval shape. This is a house that I live in. Me and my wife, she's also an architect. Both of us built Bangalore again. This plan is a trapezoid kind of site where we had an open plan. And this is the living, dining, kitchen all in one space, and just a guest bedroom on the ground floor. Most of the living happens in the back courtyard. This is where we have an outdoor living area and outdoor dining area. The first floor just has 2 bedrooms and a small study. Again, use of very simple materials, 9-inch door-bearing walls. This is the outside. Sort of recycled timber. We actually bought an old shop which was made in timber, and then recycled all the wood from there. Again, simple finishes. Structural pine wood staircase. It's quite simple, the detail. And costs probably 1/10 of a concrete staircase. Bangalore has a lot of dull days. Of course, moving from residential buildings you can do a lot and you can learn a lot. But somewhere now, when I came to Bangalore, I realized that buildings, houses like what you saw, it would kind of stand out in a city kind of grey landscape. There was something missing. We always wanted to build group housing. We wanted to have many houses together so that many of the things that we're talking about can be taken care of at a larger scale. So for many years, last 15 years, Good Earth has been building small communities where we get together people and build houses for them in different situations. I'll just go through some of the projects. This was the first project that we did. It's called Hamlet. It's on the outskirts of Cochin. It's a waterfront property, and it's only half an acre, and we've got 17 units in this. It has this big central courtyard. That's the plan. So you enter here, this is where you park your car, and then once you get in, this is completely car-free, so children can play safely here. And this whole area is common again. This is the waterfront. So this is where the clubhouse is. And each house has a unique entrance. You see, each house has a different kind of entrance. And the ground floor houses have land at the back. This is one unit, it's a 2-bedroom unit, and this has a land at the back. So to compensate for that, the first floor houses, they are duplex houses and they have terraces. This It's like a step terrace house. That's the plan. You see this character is somewhere here. So the details are not repeated, they're kind of unique. So you, especially when you're building a circular building, it's always very disorienting because you don't know which direction you are most of the time. So you have to create some unique details so that you can orient people in a space like this. It's a very small courtyard, it's about 8 or 9 meters in diameter. This is almost now 15 years old. It's just a time. So this is going to slightly bigger group housing projects where these are plotted developments and what you call row houses. This is a project we've been working for the last 2 years. This total about 7 acres and divided into 4 clusters. These are 4 clusters. These houses have front yard, backyard, and they have courtyards. So this is kind of how it looks right now after it's complete. So here again we've tried to use a different combination of the earth tones. We've used brick, we've used stone, we've used plastered walls in which we've given these earth colors. It's very important to design space with common space because that's where the group, the community meets and it changes the whole character of the place. Again, a lot of attention to detail. Each house has a different kind of window detail which identifies how they look. So even in row houses you can actually work out these unique detailing. These are the courtyards, different levels.